So if you want to take off that gun and badge, I'm happy to scrap with you one day. You want to do it, let's do it. Let me know, buddy.
That is not a crime, and you're telling me to get out of my vehicle.
If you didn't know, I went to the police academy and they kicked me out.
That's my purse! I don't know you!
Spit me on my face right now! She spit in my face!
Our video today takes us to Redmond, Washington, where our blubbering buffoon buddy decides that he's going to file a complaint against police due to loss of vision after being pepper sprayed. Oh, yes indeed. Enjoy. Hey, don't forget, Mr. Serio, I'm exposing you for the racist, bigoted, misogynistic pig that you are. And I don't care if I ever make a dime on these videos on YouTube, because I've always included your racist rants, which you have now taken down from your channel. Isn't that coincidental? Took down the rants about you being a racist. Oh, how lovely. Enjoy the video.
Viewers may find the following video disturbing. Viewer discretion is advised.
We're here at the Redmond Police Station in Redmond, Washington. We're going to file criminal complaints on these, hey, what's up, Roy? Niles, My Rights Now. What's up, guys? We're going to file criminal complaints on these cops that attacked us. They are from Redmond Police Department. These are some dirty cops. We're going to file these complaints on these cops because they purposely attacked us.
So let me understand this now. You're saying that the police purposely attacked you. Could it be that you ignored directives by the police to vacate the street?
Yes. My rights. These are the ones that pepper sprayed me. Redmond Police. Here we go. Here we go.
Hi, are you John?
That's John.
We're together though. Hey John, were you wanting to talk to me? I wanted to talk to somebody about criminal charges. Not with that, how can I help you? Thank you. Okay. So
Frauditors always want that business card. They must have one hell of a collection of business cards at home. Are they going to try to sell those on eBay or what?
On Sunday night, we were in Bellevue, and we were police officers were there. We had a problem with, they assaulted us, came up behind him, and took one of them big canisters of the riot mace and sprayed him right in his face. Still is having that eyesight problem. The officer Peterson grabbed me and assaulted me and was pushing me back. We're journalists. We told him we're journalists.
Who are you journalists for?
Doesn't matter, we're independent.
Okay.
You know, we're independent journalists.
Okay.
We're gathering content for a story.
How many times have we heard this story? Gathering content for a story. Man, you're not gathering anything.
And he was interrupting what we were doing when you've got another news crew over across the street filming, and they're not hassling them at all. They targeted us. And I just showed it very clearly.
Because you're a journalist? Was that the allegation?
I don't know why
They targeted me because I'm a YouTuber and I'm well known in Washington State.
Just established really quick. We can walk by.
Sure, yeah.
We just established who's filing the complaint. Is it you or is it...
Both of us. We're filing criminal charges on the officers. Peterson.
You can't file criminal charges, but I will take your complaint.
No, we're not asking you. I'm telling you I'm filing criminal charges.
Oh, yeah.
Relax, tough guy. You can go ahead and file your criminal charges, although the case never went anywhere. Poor thing's gonna need a safe space now, and his mommy too.
Yeah.
So you're both journalists?
Yes.
Okay. You have some ID on you? you are both willing to provide a written statement today?
Yes.
I only brought out one form, so I might have to run back in for you.
Sure, that's no problem.
Because it's nice and the whole social distancing, just had to sit in the sun and do it, if that's okay. Okay. Or the shade.
Yeah, maybe the shade.
So our process is basically, I'm kind of hearing what your concern is. Is to make it kind of official, we ask you to put it down in the statement form, because that's going to go into my case file as I look into this further. I'm not going to come to a conclusion today, just hearing your side of the story, but
Will someone please call 911 and get Glenn some oxygen? It sounds as though he's going to pass out.
I want to get your side of it. Thank you.
And clearly on the video it was assault. So
Now, who has the video?
There's several videos. There's about 3 different videos.
Is that the video that you'd be willing to release to me for my investigation?
Sure.
so I give you the link.
Okay. That would be great. John, is that the current address in Kent?
No.
A few minutes later.
He's like, I won't be filing criminal complaints. You don't have a choice.
Yeah, you're a commissioned officer. You have to, or else
Right.
I'm filing a criminal complaint against you.
Right. We're not taking nothing less than criminal complaints, guys.
They lost their qualified immunity after we.
Frauditors are always talking about cops losing their qualified immunity. Well, look, they gave you a lawful order to vacate the street and you disobeyed. So no one's lost the qualified immunity. Shut your mouth.
They lost their qualified immunity, that's right. I think he tried to say, how can you prove it or something like that. He comes out completely unprepared, you know, and he knows
I
we're...
don't think he knew there was two complaints.
I don't know, I think he kind of knew because last night I talked to the sergeant and he told me this is the guy. This guy or Fuller. This guy seems like an asshole a little bit. You know they're going to find in favor of these cops, you know. They always do. It's automatic.
No, that's why we file criminal complaints, because we want them to see a judge.
Yeah, but he's just going to give us a statement. He's not going to give us a criminal complaint form. We have to keep asking him for it.
Oh, look, you blubbering bird brain. If you know that nothing's going to be done, why are you there in the first place? Why are you wasting everyone's time filling out a complaint form? Go home.
You know, we have to, like, force him to do it. Oh, yeah. Case dismissed for sure. Guaranteed. Pretend like he doesn't know nothing. He'll be like, oh, I never heard of the situation. I'll have to look into it, you know. Same old bullshit. Taekwondo girl, thank you. Really appreciate it. Really appreciate it. Thank you so much for the donation.
Wait a minute. People are sending this clown money? Stop immediately.
So is that a statement?
Yep.
Okay, do you also have a criminal complaint form? Because that is what
We don't have a criminal complaint form.
How do you file criminal complaints on officers?
It would be the same as wherever the results of this investigation, if it goes that way, we would refer it to a prosecutor. If anything criminal happened, then we have the jurisdiction to consider, because it sounds like this was city of Bellevue.
Right.
A little longer than a few minutes later.
Still messed up. Eyes are still messed up, guys. Still having trouble seeing. My eyes are still not that good.
That is the face that only a mother could love. Except that in Glenn's case, she has a restraining order against him. So, I guess that his mother can't even love his face. How awful, Glenn. Glenn is a real tough guy around cops, isn't he? Let's take a look at what he does around African-American officers. Roll that clip.
You work for me. You are my slave. You work for me. I brought you from Africa, you motherfucker. I brought you from Africa, motherfucker. You are my bitch.
And here is more proof that Glenn is a racist pig. Roll that clip.
Okay. You held up traffic. It's crowded street. There's snow and ice out here. And on top of that, what you said, you out there harassing somebody else again? Is that correct?
Yes,
and then
I did.
on top of that, I said, sir, I need you to move on. And you said, your words exactly, fuck you, nigga.
I didn't say
and
that.
then you said
That's
it again.
not true.
Fuck you.
That's not true.
I precisely
That's
remember
not
that.
true.
Okay, it doesn't make a difference at this point. Let me see your driver's license and your registration, please.
Enough of that. Back to our story.
We were nowhere near them. They rode over a block and a half to catch up to us.
Much later.
During this encounter, were you sprayed with OC by any other officer?
Just the female officer that came up behind me.
Just the female officer who came up behind you, is that what you said?
Yeah, she had a spotlight on Overman's chest, and that made me turn my head to the right, and she was right behind me, and she paused. And as she paused, Overman or one of the other guys next to him said, do it now. And then she squirted me in both my eyes.
Oh, I have a rather crude comment that I'd like to insert here, but that would go completely against YouTube's community guidelines, and I do have to use some discretion. But let your mind wander.
I fell to my knees, grabbing my face. What happened was the riot police launched tear gas, but their own tear gas hit them, and they were over a block away from us. And everyone started, yelling, "Ha! You guys are stupid! Ha ha ha!" And out of the smoke came 3 bike cops, and they specifically rode up to us and targeted us.
What did you hear the officers say before you were sprayed?
Do it now, do it.
Glenn, that's simply not true. I have the original video, and there's nothing in there about do it now, do it. There's nothing in there. Shut your mouth.
She paused in hesitation before he said that.
Is there anything else you wish to add?
I was blinded for over 2 hours. I asked for medical help attention. They refused. They called the medic, but the medic wagon wanted to take me on a stretcher and take me to the hospital, and I heard the officer refuse. Tell him to not take me. I'm lying. I told them I couldn't open up my eyes. I couldn't see. They kept telling me to open up my eyes. They gave me a little bit of water, but not enough to clean off the...
Glenn's playing the victim here. Anyone who's watched that video could clearly see that he was an antagonizer and deserved what he got. Well, that's what chemical irritants do to your face, Glenn. It burns. Oh, it burns horribly. The only thing that you can do is get plenty of fresh air and water. That's it.
This was a premeditated ambush by your officers.
There was other people around. They specifically came at us.
Let me just talk with Glenn now.
Okay, sorry.
So you requested medical attention, but they refused, so you were never treated by the fire department?
They looked at me. They took a look at me, and that was it. I even asked them for saline. Just give me saline, because I know saline is something they use to wash out. And they said they said they were giving me saline, but I think they gave me water. I think they had a water bottle, and they're like, I'm almost out of my water bottle. And once it ran out, that was it.
Oh, I'm terribly sorry to hear that, Glenn. Oh, that's awful. Maybe next time you won't be such a smartass around the police. But we all know that's not going to happen.
Okay, I had to add a separate form, so if we could get one more signature.
Sure.
I don't know if you can hold that camera and do the same. Signature down there. 6-3. Okay. I did made an observation about your writing that the longer you write, the bigger your words get.
Yeah. It was because the lines got bigger on the second form. So my writing, and I'm not used to writing outside on the concrete, so.
Now, I am surprised that his penmanship is not better, officer, because he has spent a great deal of time attaining his education. Tell us about that, Glenda.
I've actually studied English, and I have over a 400 level education in English.
All right.
So
well, I have your statements. I'll review the video, talk to the officers, and I'll follow up with you. We have a lot going on right now.
Okay.
So I can't guarantee it's going to be in the next day or two.
What I want to say is I went to the hospital afterwards, and I had my eyes checked by UW Medicine. They said that there's been damage to my cornea. They said that there's tears in my cornea. I've told them my vision's blurry. I can't see like I used to. I have 20/20 vision. And they said they put dye in my eyes, and they could see all the tears inside my cornea. And they said that I have to go to a specialist now to get my retina and everything else checked because...
What the hell is he babbling about with all that nonsense? A torn cornea, a torn retina? Dude, you would not be out of the hospital if that was the case. You wouldn't be able to see.
Maybe in the near future you could pull up your medical records from that visit and add that to
Sure.
documentation.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you feel that was excessive force? I know you haven't really researched it, but I mean, if we're moving backwards, if we're doing this and they're pushing their bikes into us, and we're still moving, and then she comes up behind me and hits me with OC spray, I mean, that's, excessive use of force. She came out of nowhere. It was premeditated ambush. She came out of nowhere, hit me with that OC spray, and she only did it because those officers in front of me told her to do it.
Oh, you poor thing, Glenn. It sounds like you're going to need a safe space for a long time to come. Is there anything we can do for you, sweetheart?
Yeah. It wouldn't be fair for me to offer an opinion without being there, because if it was necessary or not. I would have to see more, been there. I can't really comment on that because I don't know. I wasn't there.
Okay, well, do you have a canister of that OC spray I can look at?
No.
That right? You don't have any of that? I need to see what I was hit with. I need to see the chemical compound, what it's made of, because it did serious damage to my eyesight.
Yeah.
I need to study the
What I
canister.
would recommend you do is go to the Bellevue Police Department and request the canister of what they use, because we didn't use any of that grade.
In addition to being an English major with a 400 level education, Glenn is also a chemist. Oh, he has so many hidden skills we don't know about.
You guys got it all from Bellevue?
It was a Bellevue officer and it was Bellevue's OC.
Okay.
It was Bellevue that hit me with it?
According to the reports I've reviewed.
Okay. Can I have a copy of the report?
Certainly. Go to the City of Redmond website and do a public disclosure request.
Okay.
You can get a copy of that report.
Sure.
I have the case number on me. I might need one inside to get the case number.
Sure. And then
I might have it here.
they said he said I was under arrest for obstruction, but then Bellevue police let me go, and I was not given any case number or nothing, and they gave me a property form to sign, a property release. So am I charged with a criminal obstruction offense or not?
Glenn, you're such a dimwit. You would know if you were charged criminally. You would know. You would have went to jail and they would have presented you with paperwork. Did you get any paperwork? Then shut your mouth.
You'd have to talk to Bellevue about that.
Okay.
Yeah. This was all happened in the city of Bellevue, so any kind of criminal charges would go through their office and their channels. Anything else I can do for you guys?
I mean, so it sounds like you read the report. So was this riot canister of OC spray used on me, or was this what? It sounds like you know what it was.
I don't know what it was.
Okay.
It wouldn't belong to the Bellevue Police Department.
Okay.
And I don't know what they're using.
Okay. And then I'm just, because you guys were really coordinated, right? Like, these guys are pushing us back. Your cops were pushing us back. Why did Bellevue come up behind me and blast me? Like, it just makes no sense, because I'm not armed, right? I have a camera, I have a selfie stick, and I'm being pushed back and I'm being assaulted with bicycles.
Look, you half-baked numbskull, certified moron. The police were trying to clear the street during a riot, and you refused. What do you think is going to happen? Maybe next time you'll listen, but I highly doubt that.
We weren't a threat.
Yeah.
We were backing up.
Yeah.
And they were
to be
pushing
completely
us,
honest,
pushing us.
I was in the city of Redmond all day. I wasn't there.
I understand. I understand that point of view.
And I'm not going to offer an opinion.
Right.
It wouldn't be fair to anybody.
Right, and then I have, they hurt my leg here. When they threw me on the ground, they tore open my, you can see it here. They tore open my,
Yeah. Ow.
yeah, and so I couldn't walk. I have to wear sandals because it's right where the bend is. so your shoe will rub right there.
You have to wear sandals because there's no shoe you can get your massive foot into, Glenn. Please don't lie.
So so they caused a lot of damage in mere seconds.
I guess my only recommendation would be if you see that there's a situation that's getting a little raucous, best defense, don't be there. Just get out of the
Well, we were trying to leave. We tried to leave, and they just kept coming at.
They came at us.
Imagine you're walking backwards, and they're pushing their bikes into you, and you're like, and
It's shining the light in your eyes and you can't see.
they used excessive force, and
It was uncalled for.
All right. Well, you guys have a good day.
Yep.
I need to get back to work. All right.
sure.